Yeah, my friends, you're welcome once again today. And today I'm welcoming you to this lesson, great lesson. We are going to talk about middle C. We are going to talk about middle C. What is middle C? Middle C. This is a keynote that is almost at the center of the keyboard or the piano. So we are going to talk about middle C. Middle C. How do we play notes in middle C? Reading in the middle C position. We are going to see how do you read, how do we do sight reading at the middle C position, which finger is on the left hand and right hand, which finger do we use, how do we switch. Remember, middle C is one note, and this note might appear in your sheet music. This is what we call sheet music. This can be something like this, so it can appear, and you will see that we have on below the treble staff you're seeing a middle C note, and above the treble staff you're seeing a middle C note, and you're asking yourself, how do you play this? How am I going to play this? Which fingers will play? Remember, I'm dealing with a beginner, absolute beginner, who's just beginning to play music, but I add on sight reading. I'm not just going to be teaching you playing by ear. We are going to be also sight reading. Then we go to great stuff. So stick with me as I go to the piano to demonstrate and show you how to play. And I'm going to play a tune called Middle C Prelude. So let's go to the keyboard and I demonstrate this. Yeah, welcome guys, welcome my dear friends, welcome. So today we are talking about middle C position, and as you can see in my book here, the title is saying reading in middle C position, reading in middle C position, reading in middle C position. So in this as I'm going to look at middle C, there are a number of things we are going to talk about. First of all, we are going to talk about first and second endings. Then we'll also talk about sharp sign. We'll also talk about tempo marks. We'll also talk about eighth notes. And then we'll talk about staccato touch. We'll talk about octave sign. So let's begin with middle C position. Middle C position, most important thing to consider when we are playing in the middle C position and we are reading. Remember, we are talking about reading in the middle C position. So when we are reading music like this, say this is my piece of music and it's on written like this, okay? So I'm going to be reading as I play. That's what we refer to as reading. Now in this case, I'm going to be reading in middle C position, as you will see. As you can see here, these are middle C notes. These notes are on the middle C position. Middle C. This is middle C. This is middle C. So when we are reading music like this, sometimes it gets confusing because this note is on middle C, this is also middle C, and then you ask yourself, am I going to play this? Because remember, middle C note is just one note. It's just a one note. For instance, this is our C note. It's just one note, as in C. So reading in the middle C position, let's see. The rule is middle C position. Middle C is played with right hand. This is the rule. So we play middle C with right hand if the stem is up. If the stem is up. So if the stem is up, what is the stem? This is our stem on this note, this line that comes. This is the head note and this is our stem. So here the rule is, if the stem is up like this will be played with right hand. Then the other is left hand, we play with the left hand if the stem is down. So if the stem is down, we play, this is a stem downward, we play this with our left hand. That is the rule of middle C notes playing. So let's proceed. So middle C, I talked about it in my past video. I talked about it in one of my videos. You can go through my channels and you'll get all these videos. And remember, all my tutorials that I'm posting on YouTube, they are tutorials that are from beginner, because I begin from how do you sit when you're playing the keyboard. I begin from how to sit, sitting posture, then we go to keyboard geography. And remember, I teach you both theory and practical at the same time, so you benefit by learning how to read sheet music and also how to play practically. So let's go on. So this is a prelude that is in middle C, and that's why the name is called middle C prelude. So it is played from around the middle C, and is in the C5 finger position, but rotating around the middle C. So this is called middle C prelude. Middle C prelude. Yeah, once again, welcome my friends. Like I told us that we are dealing with reading in middle C. Reading in middle C. So this is what we call sheet or staff notations. That's where we do with reading. So reading in middle C position, I said under this we are going to talk about the first and second endings. We are going to talk about the sharp sign, the tempo marks, eighth notes, staccato touch, and octave sign. So we are dealing with reading in middle C position right now. So middle C position. So what is middle C position? Middle C, when you look at this keyboard, this is my keyboard. So middle C is this note. So middle C is that C note which is almost at the center, to the center of the keyboard. It's always in the middle. That is the C which is in the middle of the keyboard. That's what we call middle C. That's what we call middle C. So this is our middle C. This is our middle C. So we are dealing with reading in the middle C position. So when we are reading music, many times you'll find that we have notes like this on the staff. So, and middle C is this note on the ledger line. What is the ledger line? These are short lines added above or below the staff. So this is our ledger line, and the middle C is this note. Always middle C will be between the treble staff and the bass staff. It lies right in the middle after B note. So whenever, this is the rule, middle C is played with our right hand if the stem, middle C is played with our right hand if the stem is up. If the stem is up. What is a stem? The stem is this line, vertical line that is added on this note. This is the note head, this is the stem. This is the stem, this is the note head. So the line which is attached to the note is what we refer to as the stem. So the rule is, for instance, you see these two notes, this one and this one, they are all on middle C. So the rule is middle C is played with right hand if the stem is going up, if the stem is upward, and left hand if the stem is downward. So that is the rule. So whenever you come across a piece of music and it's appearing like this, there's this note on middle C, also this is on middle C. So you just remember this, that Always when the stem is upward, we'll play with our right hand, and if the stem is downward, we are going to play with our left hand. Okay, that's right. So I'm just going to play a short melody here, and it's called the middle C. It's a tune called Middle C Prelude. As I've told you that we are dealing with reading in the middle C position, middle C position. So we are going to be rotating around the middle C. We're going to be playing in C, key of C, and we are around the middle C position, around the middle C, which is the center of the keyboard. So we are going to play this song called Middle C Prelude. So this is the song. It starts with the left hand, F, G, A, and B. Then we come to C, C, then C. Now this is left hand now. This is right hand now. Still playing middle C note. You see, I told you when the stem is going up, if the stem, you see, the stem is going up, it means we are going to be playing this with our right hand, finger number 1, which is the thumb. Yeah, so here it gets C, D, E, then D, then C. Then here F, G, A, B, then C, C. This is a repetition of the first and the second bar still coming in our 5th bar and 6th bar. What are bars? These are bars 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so bar 5 and 6 are the same as bar 1 and 2. Okay, so bars, these are bars. This is when the staff is divided by this vertical line. This is what we call a bar line. These are bar lines, bar line, creating what we call bars. So this is our first bar, second bar, third bar, fourth bar, fifth bar, sixth bar, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to play this simple tune, and then we go on with then we proceed. Okay, so look at the notes once again. Middle C position. Okay, let me do this. Middle C position. This is what I'm going to play. Okay, so I hope yeah, so middle C, this is our middle C note. So remember, the tune starts with F, then it comes to G, then B, then C, then C, then right hand picks it from there. C, you see, this is right. See, left hand plays this middle C twice, then right hand also comes. Right hand must also begin at middle C, so this one will release, and then right hand also takes over the middle C. So this is what happens, and normally the finger which will play this middle C, as we are in the key of C, will be our thumb, which are called finger 1. So this is my right hand finger 1 for piano, left hand finger 1 for piano. Yeah, so this is how I'm going to switch to the right hand like that. So the notes involved and their values. So we are working with quarter notes. The value is 1. Okay, so the count is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the last one is a whole note which has the value of 4, meaning we are going to play this note and we hold it down for 4 counts. And here these are half notes. So we are going to play this and we hold down for 2 counts, then for 2 counts. Yeah, so the rhythm, the type of rhythm we are working with is we are working with quarter notes, half notes, and whole notes. Those are the three types of rhythms that we are going to work with. Okay, so let me play through you so that you hear the sound, how it will sound. I begin with the left hand, finger 5 on F. So we're playing F, G, A, B, C, C. Then right hand comes in C, D, E, D, C. Then again F, G, A, B, C, C, G, F, E, D, C, E. You get? So let me play without counting now. That's how the song will sound, and we are playing quarter notes, half notes, and then we are playing a whole note. So these are simple tunes. Remember, I told you I'm currently working with the foundational stuff only. This is the introductory level for people who want to be able to be playing by ear, and also they want to be able to read music. Remember, it's very important you as a musician to be able to read music and also be able to play by ear. Most of the musicians only concentrate on playing by ear, most of them. But I want to encourage you to also learn how to read. This is how we learn how to read. What I'm doing now is one of the things that will teach you how to read music, sight reading. You know, when you read music, when you're able to read, you cannot be limited. You cannot be limited, and there are thousands and thousands of materials that will come to you that you will learn to use. Once you know how to read, you'll be able to transcribe, you'll be able to play songs of other people just by reading. And then you add on the skill of your ear, where you have your ear, sharp ear. So it is very important that you learn how to read music as a musician. Don't depend only on your ear. So let me play through one more time, and then we'll go to something else. So we begin with F again. Now repeat again. Left hand, we are beginning left hand, first bar and second bar, then third bar. Left hand begins first bar, second bar, then third bar is by right hand, and then fourth bar right hand. Then now we go back to left hand, fifth bar, sixth bar is by left hand, and then seventh and eighth bars are right hand. Okay, so let me repeat one more time. When I switch my hands, then I'll be mentioning it. Okay, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that is it. So you see, when I play this piece of music, I get here this sign is telling me to repeat the song. This is a repeat sign, so I have to go back to the beginning. This sign is telling me to repeat, so I have to go back to the beginning and then repeat again. So that is it. Reading at the middle C position. When you're playing notes, the notes with the stem facing upward, going upwards, these are notes played by your right hand, and the notes with the stem facing downwards are notes that are played with your left hand. So that is it, reading in the middle C position. We are still working with the middle C position, and we are going to look at first and second ending in the middle C position, tempo marks in the middle C position. Those are songs that will be played in the key of C. Then eighth note, still we are on C. Staccato touch, we are still in C. And octave sign, still we are going to be looking at all those are things, those are elements of sight reading. You have to know all of them. Tempo marks, those you need to know them, you need to interpret them. Sharp signs. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Keep on watching, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet subscribed, because many more good things are still in the store that are coming. So follow my tutorials from beginning to the end, because I begin by teaching you how do you sit at the piano. Relaxed shoulders, sitting posture, straight back, and then your hand position, the shape of your hand. With curved hands we play the piano. So stick to this channel, more is still coming. I'll see you again in my next video. God bless you.